Alright, so then you're going to want to turn the wheel to the side so you can get those brackets off. These are 21 mils on the back here. Just knock those two out. Bottom one. And then when you pull it off, you're going to want to zip tie it up somewhere or have a fancy hanger so that you're not hanging on this brake line. Like so. Then pop this connector out so that you can pull the ABS line, and then that'll be disconnected. Pull the hub. So from here, I find the easiest way to do this is to just re-straighten the wheel and then drop the nut on the upper ball joint and the tie rod here, and then just drop the axle nut, swing this free so you can get a big impact socket in here and just crank these three off. Way easier than trying to fit a tool in there and all that silly shit. So 21 mil to take both of those off, the ball joint and the tie rod. That one's already broke free. Whack this one a couple times with the hammer and it'll drop. Okay, a couple little chooches there with the hammer and drop free. The brake hanging from here is going to help this from not shooting up. It's not really a big deal. Once you get that off, okay, impact that off, and then we get that all free. Unbolt that, and then just slide that out of the way, and now you've access to those 3 bolts easy. Knock them out. And these are 21 mil. These 3 bolts. So just get those knocked out, and then we'll knock the hub off. Now, if you're a southern mechanic, then you lucky pieces of shit can just pull this off. But if you're in the Rust Belt, we're gonna beat on this thing until it comes off. I'm also gonna turn the wheel that way so I can get a little more access to the back of this. If you are replacing the rotors when you're doing this job, put the rotor on backwards, bolt it down, and beat the fuck out of the rotor, and it comes right off. So as you alternate hitting it here, and then here, and over here, you can see it's starting to open up and separate from the vehicle. That's it. If you hit the heat shield a little so it's wobbly, just lay it on something flat, give it a couple taps with a dead blow on this side, and then flip it over, do the other side, and it'll flatten right back out. So clean up the corrosion in here, and then install your new parts again. So you see all the corrosion that's in here as to why we got to beat that to get it out of there. It just locks itself into place. Yeah, so when you're putting in the new parts, especially if you're in the Rust Belt, upgrade to fully coated and painted parts. That way this is slightly less of an issue. I mean, it's not going to solve the problem, but it'll make it better. Alright, then get this bolted back in. Again, if this is unbolted, you can get to all these easily. And just pick this back up, align this back in as you go in and get that nut on, and those 2 bolted in place.